Hi guys, charity shop gold or garbage. If you've watched lots of my charity shop videos, you will know I keep saying don't buy helicopters, because there's always something wrong with them when they're in a charity shop. If I've been wrong once or twice, I have actually picked up a couple of good ones, but as a general rule of thumb, I always say don't buy them. At the very least, they usually need a replacement battery. Anyway, I was in a charity shop today, happened to mention that I take things apart and do videos on YouTube, and they said, would you like to have a look at this helicopter? And I said, well, no, not really. There's usually something wrong with them. But she said, yes. Person who brought this in said it does need a bit of work on it, but it should be okay. Well, we had a look in the shop, and the first thing we found was there's no charger. So we're a bit stuck there for a start. I've brought it home anyway, because when we discovered there was no charger, they were going to throw it away. And I said, well, if you're going to throw it away, I'll buy it. So I paid £3 for this. Not sure where it comes from originally. It looks like the sort of thing that I've seen in B&M bargains at Christmas time. It's got the transmitter, which actually has batteries in it. It's got the helicopter, but there's no charger. Looking down here, power battery, 7.4 volt, lithium ion batteries. The only manufacturer's details I can see, it says BL over there. Don't know if we can see that. BL, 2.4 gigahertz helicopter, gyroscope included for ages 8+, 9004G radio control. And to be honest, I've already started taking it apart and having a look at it. Just switching it on has no effect. So the batteries are at the very least completely flat. In fact, it's on at the moment. I've taken the nose off so we can have a look inside. And here's our twin pack lithium ion battery. This is one of these ones that charges through what I'd have called the balance lead, which seems a bit odd to me, but I have seen them done like that before. I've unplugged this and I've plugged in a little LiPo battery. I'll just go and find it again. So it's a 2S LiPo, so it'll be the right voltage. If I stick that in and switch it on, oh, we've actually got a flashing red light there now. I don't know if you can see that. Now, as I say, I've already looked at this, and the on-off switch does actually seem to be a little bit temperamental. There, it's not come on there. I need to wobble it a little bit to get the light to come on. I've read the Chingley's instructions. Put transmitter switch to on position, then push to highest and lowest, and then push down by shining light of power for Changliang change. And then 2, connect power on the fuselage and push the fuselage switch to on. Then lay the fuselage on a flat level. It takes 5 seconds to finish the gyroscope check before fly. Right. So let's switch that off again. This one on. So I've already done this, so, well, we'll see. Okay, well, we've done that. Nothing much seems to happen. Then push down by shining light of power. Yeah. Alright. Turn this one on. I'm holding the bottom here. Right, that appears to be on. We had to wait for 5 seconds, didn't we? Not a lot happening there. So that sequence seems to be wrong. Right. Okay, so we have power. First thing I noticed when I've powered it up just now is the bottom rotor doesn't move. Oh. I'm going to have a look at that switch, because that switch is obviously causing a problem. Right. Now I don't know whether this is right or wrong, but I would have thought that one should start moving. It does move when I give it a bit of left or right. See, the tail rotor works. I'm keeping my hands well down. But I'm not sure about that bottom rotor, whether there's another issue there. But on the face of it, that all seems a little bit odd. So maybe I ought to read the instructions. But I rather suspect there may be a little bit more wrong with this than they told the charity shop when they handed it in. I'll see if I can charge that battery up by plugging it into my proper charger and see how we get on there. And like I say, I think that on-off switch is a bit iffy. So I might want to try and replace that at some time. This looks a little bit bent. But that's quite soft metal, so that bends quite easily. For £3, worst case scenario is I've got some good motors. But it'd be interesting to see if it does actually fly. And we've got a 2.4 gigahertz receiver. So I can probably use that for something else. But I'll put it on charge and see what happens. No surprise there. That one doesn't want to take any charge. So I guess just to try and get it off the ground, I could put that one in there. I wouldn't expect it to last as long. What's that one? That's a 1220C. That one's an 1100 milliamp hour. So I could put that in there. This one's actually lighter. This one's just short of 70 grams. This one's about 60 grams. So I don't know if we can actually get it in there and stick it forwards a little bit, or just add a bit of weight, I suppose. Try and balance it. Don't know where the central gravity is supposed to be. I'll have to put that one back in, try and work it out, and then see if we can get that one in the same position, I suppose. Just to see if we can get it off the ground. But I think this just emphasises exactly what I've always said. If you find one second hand in a charity shop, the chances are it needs a new battery at the very least, and it looks like this one's got some other little problems as well. We'll see.